So I'm bringing you to this very noisy metro stop for a reason, because it is actually really confusing and one of the bigger metro stops that you might encounter when you are trying to use the metro here in Paris. Depending upon the app that you're using, it's going to give you instructions perhaps on which entrance to take. I wouldn't worry so much about that. What I would focus on is, as you're coming up to a metro stop like this, just pay attention to either the street that you're on, but even more so, I find it better just to know like a store. So like I know that if I come out as an entrance, say across here or whatever, I come up, I'm a little disoriented, but if I can find the orange store, I know that I need to go down this street. So that's just kind of a hack that I would suggest to you, is just focus less on the street names, and just before you go down into the entrance, if you're coming back to the same one, of course, just pick a store or a restaurant, memorize it, kind of put that, tuck away in the back of your mind. And so when you pop back out, doesn't matter where you come out, so our first goal is to buy tickets, right? And again, you've got all of these different metro lines right here. You can see there's metro line 8 and 9, 3 and 5, and 11. It's telling you again that you're at Republic. We're gonna go downstairs, buy some tickets, and I'll show you how to use that. So these are in English as well. So you can actually change the language. Sometimes there's like a roller bar to make things, to just make those choices. Other times you have like this one, a touch screen. What I have found is that the bank card machine only works for European and French bank cards. So what you'll want to do is have enough change, not dollar bills, but change for that. You can do the billet or the cash machine here too, but sometimes it only has the pieces, so just be prepared for that. So we're gonna touch English, and you don't have a Navigo pass. You got this. If you had a Navigo, you'd put it right here to recharge it. There we go. Now you can choose tickets within the city. That's what this is. Or the suburbs. If you were going on a day trip outside, that's what you would want. If you want to go to one of the airports, you want one of these tickets. These ones give you like a 1, 2, 3, or 5-day entire pass. So I'm going to choose this, and I'm not less than 10 years old anymore, so I'm going to choose full fare. And if you want to book, if you're going to be here for a while, you can get a book of 10, okay? So let's say that we want that. There we go. And that price is $16.90 for 10 of them. It's a good deal if you're going to be using the Metro a lot. At this point, then you put in your coins or your money. So if you remember remember we're going in the direction on the we're going on the 9 line, so we're going to follow the signs. So we've got two options now. We went this way to Montreal. That would take us that direction, right? If you remember on City Mapper, you want us to go in the direction of Pont de Sèvres. One other way that you know that you're making the right choice is there's these great maps right here that tells you every single stop on this line, and our stop was at Strasbourg Saint-Denis. So another good sign that we're on the right path. So we have arrived to the correct platform, and on the signs on the platform, it'll tell you what time it is, when the next train is coming, and then when the next train after that is coming. Especially helpful during rush hour if there's too big of a crowd, or you just kind of don't feel like jumping on a particular train, you know when it's coming next. So the next train's coming in 2 minutes, and after that another one at 5. So I just hopped off of that train, and let's say that this was my stop. I've got all of these different exits to come out on. Now, if you know your exit or you know the street that you want, that's great. You could be going off in this direction, and they're actually numbered. So like, let's say that you wanted to come out on this exit. You can see that exit number 7 right there. So right here, this passage is exit number 7. And then you've got exit number 7 right here. But what we want to do right now is take the M4. So that's where we're going to go. As you can see, there is no exit down here, so our options are this direction. If you can't understand what the overhead speakers are saying, don't worry. I mean, as you can see, every stop is very well labeled, and you don't have to worry so much about what they're saying to you on the train. So here you've got an exit. You'll often go back through turnstiles. You don't need your ticket normally for that to exit. It just depends upon the station. So again, have your ticket ready. On occasion, it will have you run it back through again to exit. So here we go. And if you remember on our app, it suggested that I take the Rue de Rennes, exit number 2, to get out of here. Exit number 2. And we made it. I would say that one last little bit of advice is for those people that like to read street signs and be quite literal with where they're going. It gets really frustrating. My suggestion for newbies is always just like kind of just go in the general direction that you are going in, and like enjoy the process. Look up and see the amazing things above you, and be patient, and don't really worry about being exact with every turn, and because you could be like this the whole time looking at your phone, and that's so fun, and it gets really frustrating. Just kind of go in the general right direction, and if you see a cool street or a new opportunity, go down that, and don't worry about it till you're about maybe 2 or 3 blocks away. Okay? Hope this helps.